Today on the channel, it's another discount double check, this time with Masterverse, Masters of the Universe Revelation Trap Jaw on the way I got it figured.
The way I got it figured.
Hey out there in action figure land, the Sheriff and Way I Got It Figured back with another Masters of the Universe Masterverse release. This time the deluxe trap jaw figure from the Netflix original series Masters of the Universe Revelation. I picked this figure up at Target. He was on clearance for $8.99. So I jumped at the chance to grab the very last one they had in the store. Trap Jaw being my favorite Masters of the Universe villain, just historically. You know, for that price, I just couldn't pass him up. So here we go with a review on Trap Jaw. First, I'm gonna go over the box and the contents, and then we'll get them out, check them out, pose them out as we do. So we're gonna get started right now. So here's Trap Jaw in his package. Of course, he was the last one, and one of his little cape raiment things here came out of the holder, so it's just sort of floating in there. But we'll see to that soon enough. You can see Trap Jaw, looks like his tongue sticking out. Not sure what's up with that. At first I wasn't gonna get him because he's like a Masterverse guy. I mean, rather a Revelations guy. And you know, I thought Revelations was okay as a show. Don't misunderstand me, but it's not the classic Trap Jaw, so I wasn't as motivated to get him. But for $8.99, you know, what are you gonna do, right? So so we can see he's got his Revelations Trap Jaw here on the side. Evil and Armed for Combat, his classic subtitle. Masterverse on the top. 30 points of articulation. Still prevalent on the package. Some artwork of Trap Jaw on the side of the box, looking pretty cool. And then of course on the back you have the Trap Jaw and the cross cell here. Mattel empowering the next generation through play, right there. And of course you've got his text. Trap Jaw, evil and armed for combat, half mortal, half machine. The sinister cyborg Trap Jaw made his name terrorizing Eternians. Armed with an array of deadly devices that attach to his mechanical arm, the man with the metal jaw serves Skeletor as an obedient weapon of destruction. With Skeletor gone, Trap Jaw serves a new master now, Tri-Clops of the technological cult worshipping motherboard. So there you go. I don't really like the idea of Trap Jaw, you know, working for Tri-Clops, but that's probably because I'm an OG Trap Jaw fan. When I was a kid, the Trap Jaw came with a mini comic, and in that comic, he was fighting Skeletor and He-Man. He wasn't like sort of like this dim-witted moron that they had him on the Filmation cartoon. Nor was he just, you know, working for Tri-Clops or whatever, like he was on the Revelations cartoon. So he's always been his own man in my mind, and that's kind of how he'll be on my shelf. But I don't want to belabor the point. We're going to get Trap Jaw out and take a look at him up close. All right, so here we have Trap Jaw on the turntable. Just as he comes out of the package. And of course, it's a modernization of the classic Masters of the Universe character. And I gotta say, having them out of the package, I do like them a lot better than, you know, I kind of initially thought of them. Because I do like modernizations that aren't just straight repros of old things brought into the new decade. Like, you know, sometimes G.I. Joe Classified hews a little bit too closely to what happened 40 years ago, you know, and I get it. It does have an appeal, but it's total nostalgia. It's not really anything new going on there. Can't really say that here. It's stylized, but it's definitely true to the classic Masters of the Universe villain. Again, as I already mentioned, Trapjaw was always my favorite character right from the time they brought him out in the basically the second wave of Masters of the Universe figures. And so anytime they made one, I always got him if I was collecting Masters of the Universe at all. So here he is, and he's looking pretty good. The detail is cool. There are some things I can kind of see that seem a little bit on the odd side, like his arm is definitely a darker tone than his chest. You can kind of see that in the video. Hand is a lighter tone than the arm. You can also see that in the video. But you know, it's not terrible. But, yeah. His belt, his extra belt, like he had back in the day, comes with that. And of course, it's removable, which we'll see in a bit. When we put him in his Tri-Clops servant mode. Of course, like back in the day, his jaw was articulated, but it was really his jaw, whereas they have him here as some sort of weird slack jaw type of creature with his tongue sticking out underneath the mask. I guess that's okay, but I would prefer to have him with the iron jaw. It comes with his laser arm attached in the package, and all the normal detail in the legs. Once again, there's that tone thing. So because this is painted on, it's lighter than the rest of his leg. And I know a lot of action figure fans would really nitpick over that. I mean, it is kind of noticeable, but when he makes it to the shelf, you won't be able to see that. So yeah, so there's that. And of course, he comes with a bevy of accessories. So once again, approximating the original figure, he has the two arm attachments, which was the claw and the hook. He also has an extra sort of slack hand to change out in place of the gripping hand that he's already installed, you know, already has installed. And he also comes with this belt that goes with his techno coat raiment. And the narrowness of this hole suggests that his head is removable. And then there's this underrobe that's velcroed together. Looks like it has armholes. So yeah, there you go. For articulation, he has 30 points of articulation, as it says on the box. Pinless joints, wrist, the shoulder cut. There's no butterfly joint. An ab crunch that's not all that dynamic. Waist swivel, thigh swivel, knee bend, ankle rockers. Head looks up and down and side to side. And got the same thing on the other arm with the quote-unquote wrist swiveling there. And that's his articulation. All right, we're gonna get him changed out into servant mode here in a second. All right, so here he is with his MOTU on. So there's that. Then we're gonna pop the head. Just on a ball joint, of course. And stick that on. Reattach the head. So one thing I noticed is with the shoulder kind of thing on, you lose some articulation in the head and particularly in the jaw. I guess that's cool, no problems there. We can live with that. And then of course for finishing touches, he's got his belt. That is supposed to wrap this whole thing up, and it does seem to fit. So you have Trap Jaw in Techno Bishop mode. And his outfit works better than I would have given it credit for. Just looking at it, very nice. So there's Trap Jaw as an acolyte of Tri-Clops. Let you get a good look at him on the turntable. Okay, so as cool as that is, again, turned out better than I thought. But I don't want mine to be a servant of Tri-Clops, so I'm gonna take all that stuff off him and we'll get into his accessories and I'll get to final thoughts. All right, so we got old TJ back in default Trap Jaw mode. I wanna go over his classic accessories really fast. So of course he comes with the laser gun attached, which honestly was always my favorite attachment anyway, but for the purposes of the video we gotta show all of it. So here he is with his hook. Here he is with his claw. And here he is with his sort of static hand. And then you do have these hooks on here to approximate the original figure, where you can sort of holster his, oh man, that didn't work out all that great. You can holster his other accessories here. There we go. Does look, I don't know, somewhat cumbersome because the side that the weapons are attached to are facing inward on the hook, say for example, so you're sort of, it's like kind of in an awkward position. Get my drift. But it does work well enough, you know. I guess, you know, in my mind, he always just techno-morphed his accessories into different accessories anyway. So, you know, when I display him, I'm definitely not going to display him with those hanging on him, particularly since they're not even pointing in a way that makes any sense when you do that. So there you go. All right. I will get to now final thoughts. All right, final thoughts on Masters of the Universe Revelations Trap Jaw from Masterverse. I really like this figure. I'm certainly glad I paid $8.99 for it, not $30 with all the mismatched kind of paint kind of apps. I'm not sure why that is, but you know, I guess it's just plastic to paint. But you know, it does make it it does kind of give it a cheap-ish kind of feeling like that. And I'm a very forgiving toy reviewer, as you all probably know. So, you know, it's noticing, it's noticeable, and it's off-putting, even for me. But hey, for $8.99, you know, I certainly can live with it. So, given that, and given what I paid for the figure, I'm gonna give Trapjaw an 8 out of 10. Yeah, you know, if I'd paid full price for this, he'd definitely be a 7, maybe even a 6. But I'm gonna give him an 8 because I paid $8. So there you go. Where I got it figured, Revelations, Trapjaw, got an 8. All right, guys. Not gonna keep you any longer than I already have. Thanks for tuning in, watching the video. And if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, as well as hit the notifications button so you can be alerted when I do a new video. I still have yet more Masterverse to review, so look out for that. If you're into, you know, if you're into Masters of the Universe, we got more coming for you. We're going to be jumping around here a little bit in the next few videos, so look forward to that. Got some Marvel Legends, some Star Wars Vintage Collection, of course, always more Transformers, more G.I. Joe Classified. So yeah, everybody stay safe out there. You know, times are hard for people. Things are going on in everybody's life, and I know something's probably going on in yours. And I hope that these videos do for you what they do for me, which is allow you to take your mind off of the things that, you know, don't necessarily, you know, serve you, and give you just a glimpse of, you know, a happier time for a short time. I know I say that, and I, you know, have kind of a low-slung, dour kind of voice, but I really do hope for the best for everyone. So anyway, I'm not gonna belabor the point, but I will see you guys on the next video, and I wish everyone the best. Peace.